Who the heck is Chelsey Wildfire and what is she doing with this wildfire movement? I'm excited to introduce myself and show you who I am, tell you about the who, the how, the why, what I'm doing, and why I'm so passionate about breaking the cycles and being a woman so fiercely embodied and knowing who I am to ignite the fires in all the women around me. I am here for a reason, and I'm going to push, and I'm going to fight, and I'm going to do what I need to do to bring these powerful women with me and do what our souls were called here to do at this time on this planet. The wildfire movement is my passion to ignite, to expand, to breathe life into the light of other women, to help them remember their value, their worth, and how important it is to take care of yourself so you don't burn out, to do the shadow work, the inner child healing, to lean into our own areas of pain and trauma that we have used as excuses for too long, that we have held on to and stuck in our body, and not let ourselves be the brightest version of ourselves because of what other people have told us, taught us, shown us. We are the ones that are choosing to stand up, choosing ourselves. We are the ones to make new trails. We are blazing a way forward to ignite the way for the other women around us and after us. We are the generational cycle breakers that are the ones chosen in our family. And I know it's hard, it's so much work, it's exhausting. And right here, there's community. There's other women that are passionate about it, that are into it too. So you're not alone. You found the right place. And I just want you to know that I'm excited you're here. I'm Chelsey Wildfire. Wildfire is my medicine name. That is who I am, what I embody, and what I'm here to spread and show the world. Fire takes a lot of effort, the right environment. It takes the right kindling and sources of wood of all the different layers, and you have to breathe fire into it, and you have to take care of it to keep it going and roaring, right? It can also burn and clear away and be destructive if not harnessed, if it is angry. We have to know how to find self-forgiveness and move through our own sacred rage to be able to be that calm, beautiful light and fire and ignite the light and the fire in those around us. I am here because I went through a lot as a child. I grew up really fast, really young. I lost my dad when I was a year old. I had stepdads, and one was very abusive, who I'm going to go through things really fast for you, okay? Who taught me the hot and cold love, but also be afraid. That is what I learned and then repeated in relationships. And then I had a stepdad that I learned never to depend on a man. And I had all these wounds around the masculine. And so I started hanging out with guys a lot because I was getting bullied by other girls because I grew up fast and I had big boobs. And so I was a slut and a whore and all the things. But I wasn't actually doing any of those things. I was learning how to get attention, how to feel loved, how to, move through the world that I was living in, growing up in a small town and not really having the support or the family members healing and doing the work. It was drug addiction and alcohol and numbing. It was avoidance and partying and never looking inward, working on our own stuff or healing. I had no connection, no support there. I went through, I was self-harming when I was 11, 12, and 13, and then had a suicide attempt that not many people knew about until way after, but it was my last cry out for help. And it was really scary, and it helped me realize that I do want to be here. I just needed to find a way to deal with the pain. And then as I grew and learned from that, I helped somebody else out. When they were suicidal, I helped get them help, and it was scary and hard, but that's when I was learning. I think I was 14 or 15 by then. I had learned that everything I had gone through in life was to help somebody else through it. All the pain and all the suffering that I knew, I was here to help others for it. And then I continued to grow up, and I continued to learn how to say no, create boundaries, how to take care of myself, not just numb. I had anxiety attacks, panic attacks, and was going after all the most unavailable men and just living freely and trying to be wild and free when really I just didn't want to feel. I didn't want to get hurt again. I didn't want the heartbreak and the pain of being cheated on again. And then I repeated the cycle anyways, because what I seen and what I knew, and I didn't do enough of my own inner work. I had another lesson, and I ended up going back and forth with this guy 5 times until I was pregnant, and we tried one last time, and it was all of the things I seen my mom do condensed and put into this relationship and making me face my inner child wounds, my not enough story, that somebody loved me story, and that I didn't value myself enough. So I had to show up and then get the single mom courage to show up for my daughter, to prove to her that this is not love, this is not a relationship we stay in. So my daughter was 6 months old when I got out of this relationship. We tried therapy together, and even my therapist said to me that, Chelsey, you were in an abusive relationship. It was mentally and emotionally abusive. Thankfully, only got physical one time, so for the most part, it was emotional and mental abuse that doesn't get talked to or explained enough about. And you have to get yourself out of the relationships where there's love bombing and all these things that we thought was the exact thing we wanted, until they start coming for you at the throat and saying the negative things and pain and pulling you down. So I have been through a lot of initiations, a lot of lessons. I've had to really learn who the hell I am, how to take care of myself, how to raise a little girl to be a strong, powerful woman. And I'm surviving that. It's not easy, but I know that I'm the generational cycle breaker in my family. My mom had to do some work for me before, and now I'm really doing even more work, so my daughter has less to carry. So the people around us and after us have less to carry. I am passionate about breaking the cycles because I am doing the work. I know the importance, and I know how much this world needs it right now. I share this with you. I hope you love my page. I hope you love what I'm sharing here. Drop a comment below. Send me a message if anything resonated. I try to keep it really fast and to the point because I know our attention spans in the world now. But I am here for a reason. I want to help other women. I want to break those cycles. I want to show women that we have to stop self-sabotaging, stop abandoning ourselves, and stop sacrificing ourselves for others. It's time we show up for ourselves. If this felt really good and you want to know more about breaking the cycles, please schedule a discovery call, send me a message. I want to hear from you.